Hello everybody, I'm Gerald. This is Gerald Education's SAT problem of the day. So I have it sitting up here on the screen, and I'm just going to read it. It says if x squared plus y squared is equal to 30, that's that piece right there, and xy is equal to 3, then what is the value of x plus y? Now, when I first looked at a problem like this, my initial instinct was to take this little piece here and solve it for one of the variables and then plug it back in and try and see what happens. That will definitely work. That'll definitely get you an answer. But it's not really the point that the SAT is looking for. Here's what they're looking for. When you see certain things, like for example, when you see, this is a little off topic, but when you see x squared minus y squared, you're supposed to recognize right away that that can factor into x minus y times x plus y. Okay, so if you see a question that's worded that way with this in it, that should be your first thought. Not that that's always going to be the case. They might want you to do something else with it, but that should be the first thing that pops into mind. And the same kind of thing happens here. All right, this one's a little more convoluted, but here we go. As soon as I see the x squared plus y squared equals 30 and I see the x times y, here's what I'm thinking. Look, if you were to take x plus y quantity and square that, one of the things that you should walk into the SAT kind of having as common knowledge would be that expands into x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Now, if you're not quite sure about that, it just is this. You're just x plus y squared simply means x plus y times x plus y. And then when you start doing the multiplication, you got x times x, which is x squared. And then you have to distribute that x to the y as well. So then you have plus xy. And now we've exhausted x, and now we're going to move to y, and we're going to multiply that. So y times x is xy. The order doesn't matter. And then y times y is just y squared. And since this is a common term, you can put it together, and I end up getting this. Okay? So now, let me just pull that down so I can talk about it here. Here we go. So there's that. Now, if I sort of rearrange the terms a little bit, I can write x squared plus y squared together, just moving that over there closer, and then plus 2xy. Something starts to become pretty clear. X squared plus y squared was given to me in the original problem as 30, so I know that that's 30. Plus, and then xy is 3, so 2xy, because we know that xy is 3 from up there, so 2xy would be 6. So now what that means is, what I really have is x plus y squared, that's from right there, has to be equal to 36. And then when I take the square root of both sides, I end up getting x plus y equals 6. Okay, so the answer to the question turns out to be x plus y equals 6. But not because you did a substitution and went back and had to do all kinds of crazy algebra, just from recognizing a pattern. Okay, so hope this helped, and I'll see you on the next one.